Hi, Greg here. Today we'll be looking at a Lego set that I've owned for a while but just got around to building. This is set number 60048, the police dog unit. It's 249 pieces, and I picked this up from Walmart.com earlier this year. I think it was January. This set retails for $30, and I think I picked it up for 20 something. I'm not sure of the exact amount, but I did make a video about my pickup, so if you are really curious as to what I paid for it, it's in that video. But I thought I'd take a quick look at it today and kind of go over what I like about it and show my opinion. This isn't going to be a full review. You can find that in other places here on YouTube, and there's probably 20-minute videos showing every little aspect of it, but I just kind of wanted to go over what I liked about it and just show some of the different features that this set comes with and why I think it's so great. So let's take a quick look at all the different things you can expect from this set. The main reason I bought this set is because I just feel like it's a whole package. I've looked at some of the other police sets and they're okay, but this was by far my favorite one. I like the fact that it comes with a little bit of everything, and I feel like it's very playable. With this set, you get 2 vehicles, you get the bad Guys Hideout, you get 3 minifigs and 2 dogs, and there's just so much you can do with this, and I think that's, for the price, I know per piece it's really not that great at $30 for 249 pieces, but overall for playability, I think it's a pretty good price. My favorite thing that came with this set is by far this red truck here. This is the bad guy's truck, and I really like the front end of it. I like the grill on the front and the engine. I think they did a really great job with this. I like the suicide doors on the side. I think that's pretty cool. To get into the truck, you can pop the hood or the top of the truck off, and you can get right inside there. So that works out really well. I'll put that back on. In the back, you can see there's the bad guy. That's one of the minifigs that comes with this. He's got a crowbar and all the stuff that they just stole, which I think is pretty cool. And the coolest thing about the truck is the back end of it here. These brown pieces, they are seats that they formed into the truck bed. And that is something that I wouldn't have thought of, and I think it works out really well with this set. And it looks like an old school truck with a wooden bed. I think that's just pretty awesome, and they integrated the brown into the side there too, which looks pretty cool. And I like how you can kind of just take this and stick it in the back there, and you can kind of keep it at an angle, and it looks like it was just kind of set on top and they were speeding away. So I think this truck is probably the coolest part of it. I like the dual tires in the back. It makes the back look a little bit wider and the chopped look of it. I think they did a really good job with this, and this is one of the big selling points of the set for me. Moving on to the other vehicle, this is the police unit. I really like this SUV. It's a far cry from the SUVs that I had when I was growing up. I was actually going to do a video comparing them. I have an old red SUV that I built probably from the mid-90s, and this thing is way bigger and just, I think, really well done. It has some really specialized pieces. It's got the wheel wells going up over here and the fenders. On the back, this opens up here, and you can see where you would keep the offenders, or you'd keep the dogs inside there. You'd keep the guys in there after you apprehend them, and that kind of goes up. Overall, pretty nice truck. I like the lights on the top, and everything looks pretty cool. This comes off as well, so you can put your minifig in there. There's only room for one guy inside there, which is kind of a bummer, but it only does come with one police minifigure, so that kind of works out pretty well for the set. The only thing that I really don't like about this is that there's stickers on the top here and on the side, and this is a sticker, and then the back is also a sticker there for the license plate. And I kind of debated whether I was going to put those on or not, because you're kind of committing to using this piece for this set specifically when you write police on a brick or put, numbers and things like that on there. But I felt like it was okay. I'm probably going to keep this together or really not integrate this into my collection, so I thought it would work out pretty well for that. But I'm not a big fan of the whole sticker situation. Overall, pretty nice truck. It's a little bit wider than what I'm used to with the older sets, but I think that works out really well, and it looks really nice. Has good scale to it too, and I like the wide windshield and the side view mirrors too. It looks really cool. The next part of the set is the bad guy's hideout. This is just a little structure. It's got the green door in the front that you can open up. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot on the side or the back, but that allows you to kind of get inside and make it kind of playable. I'll bring this light over so you can see the inside a little bit. Not a whole lot going on. The main attraction here is the periscope that the guys can look in and then look up through the top so you can kind of see what's going on and check for the cops outside. It's got the ventilation on top. The coolest aspect of this, if you consider that to be the second coolest, would be this little trap door on the side that you can bring the stolen goods inside, or the guys can sneak in or sneak out if the police are there. And then on the front, you got a little window there. I'm starting to get a nice collection of these bricks and these kind of pieces like this. They came with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set as well, so I'll probably be able to build a whole building out of those eventually. And then as a nice little added bonus, you got the rat on the front. He's eating a little piece of cheese, and I thought that was kind of cool, just to kind of add character to this set a little bit. It's got the light outside, but overall pretty simple build, but I do think that really does add a lot to the set, just to give it something more than just a couple cars. The last part of the set are the remaining minifigures. The first guy, this is the second bad guy, and you can see how he looks. I don't have any characters that look like him. He's got the hairpiece on here, which I don't have, and then I think he's got a pretty cool looking uniform going on there. He's got like the leather jacket and the shirt underneath and gray pants, so I think he looks pretty nice, and he's got the black gloves. I like having him in the set. He's sort of like, he's the driver typically, I think. I put him inside there, and the bad guy, or the other bad guy, stays on the back. Other than that, you got the police officer. I think he's the best of the minifigs. He's got the cool helmet, which I don't have any helmets like that. Let that zoom in a little bit there. And then he's got his uniform on, which has some printing on the back as well. He's got a walkie-talkie and an ammo pouch there. For accessories, he's got his handcuffs and then a flashlight. And I like his navy blue pants, but overall I think the hat is probably the best thing. I had some hats for some old police officers that were similar to this, but not quite as developed and as large, and I like this one a lot better. I like what they did with the badge on the front too. It looks really well, or it's really well done, I should say. The last thing are the dogs. I had a couple of these, or at least one of these, that came with my advent calendar from last year, and I'll add these to the collection too. But I think that's kind of cool that it's a dog unit, and obviously he has a bone too, which is pretty neat. And I think that pretty much covers the whole set. It did come with a bunch of extra pieces, which I'll slide over here in case you lose anything, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. So that is Lego set 60048. Just my impressions of it. I think it's a really great set. It's a good value. I think if you're looking to actually play with these Legos, this is absolutely perfect for you, because there's a building, there's cars, you can swap the cars around. I'm sure you can take a lot of the pieces from each of these and do different things with that. You can change the building around a little bit. There's no extra instructions for that, but it's always an option for you, and I think there's a lot to do with this set. I'm really happy to have it added into my collection, and I think it's a buy. If you're on the fence on this, I think it's worth getting. So that's my small review, more my opinion on this set. I appreciate you watching, and there will be more videos up here soon.